It is 9:41, February 3rd, 2021. If the parties would please put their appearance on the record.
Happy Kennedy Swanson on behalf of the Office of State Attorney.
Letitia George on behalf of the Office of the Public Defender.
All right, let's get going.
Not in this file.
This one, of course.
Dexter, we're doing
I'm
move-ups?
just in here, I'm happy to help.
Thank you.
Good morning, please tell me your name.
Name's Angelo Rivera.
Sir, you're here in case number 21CF13590, charged with battery by strangulation, domestic violence, and battery domestic violence. At this time, I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. I reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause exists in this case. There's no victim present. Does the state have an opinion as to pretrial release?
No objection, just standard conditions of no contact, separate residences, no weapons, no firearms, no drugs, no alcohol. And no objection to a one-time return if needed.
All right, sir, I see that you qualify for pretrial release. I'm going to place you on pretrial release, but you're also going to have a monetary bond. On count 1, it's $500. On count 2, it's $100. You're not allowed to have any contact with the victim. That includes electronic communication and third party. Do you understand what that means?
Yes, ma'am.
While you're in custody and after you leave, you're not allowed to have any contact.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to order that you maintain a separate residence. Do you need to return to this residence to gather some belongings?
Yes, I would.
All right, I'll allow you to do that one time with law enforcement present. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're not allowed to possess a weapon, firearm, or ammunition. And I think that's it. All right, thank you. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Bond and pretrial release, yes. Good luck, sir.
Not in this one either.
I know, maybe.
Please tell me your name.
That's what I was
Seems like
thinking. Thank you.
No problem.
What's your name?
Travis Macon.
You're here in case number 2020MM9177AO, charged with criminal mischief. I see that you're represented by the Public Defender's Office.
Yes. Yes.
This is a Division 83 case. Does counsel wish to be heard?
What? Oh, is it? Yeah, no. Oh, this is Macon, Travis Macon.
Okay. No, Your Honor.
All right, what is his next court date, Division 83?
Division 83 pretrial conference, March 24th at 1 p.m. in 6C.
All right, good luck, sir. Ooh, twice. Usually I can't even get one beep, so. Good morning, sir. Is your name Kenneth Geeter?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir,
Yes,
you're
Your
here
Honor.
in case number 21MM799AO. You're charged with trespass on property after warning. Does the state have an offer in this case?
Yes, Your Honor, adjudication of guilt, credit for time served, no return.
All right, sir, did you hear what the prosecutor said? Did you hear what she said, and do you understand? She said if you want to enter a plea of guilty or no contest this morning, she's asking the court to adjudicate you guilty and give you credit time served for the day that you've been in
I
jail.
plead guilty.
Is that what you want to do? Please raise your right hand to be sworn.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right, sir. Do you understand that if you enter a plea of guilty this morning, you're not going to have a jury trial? And you're giving up your right to remain silent and your right to call witnesses to testify on your own behalf. We're not doing any of that. You understand that?
Yes, John.
And do you understand that if you're on probation in any jurisdiction, entering a plea of guilty today could violate that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand if you're not a United States citizen, entering a plea of guilty today could subject you to deportation?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and sir, other than what we just talked about here in the courtroom, has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
All right, then at this time, sir, how do you wish to plead to the charge of trespass on property after warning?
No con.
You want to plead no
Guilty.
contest?
Guilty.
Okay. I'll accept your plea of guilty. I find it's freely and voluntarily made. I'll adjudicate you guilty. Can you advise, has he been in how many days?
2 days.
Sir, I'll give you credit for the 2 days that you've been in jail. I'll order that you're not allowed to return to, do you have the address, counselor? 928 South Ivy Lane. So, sir, you can't go back to that Dollar General. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And I have to order that you pay court costs in this case. I'm going to give you a year to pay them. Do you understand that? So every time you get charged with a crime, I have to order you to pay court costs. I'm not allowed to waive them. Sir, do you have a job?
No, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to reduce it to a lien.
I get disability, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to reduce your court costs to a lien. All right, good luck, sir. Thank you very much. I'm sorry? No. Good morning, sir. Please tell me your name.
State your name.
What's your name?
Earl Bennett.
All right, sir, you're here in case number 2014 CF 4763AO. There's a capias issued for your arrest in this case for failing to appear at a status hearing on count 1, aggravated assault with intent to commit a felony, and count 2, battery on a person 65 years of age or older. The capias does not authorize any bond, and I can't change that at this time.
Okay.
I'll appoint the public defender to represent you, sir. Good luck.
Okay.
Done. No, it's capias. Can't change it.
This way.
Good morning. Please tell me your name.
Mark Vanilla, ma'am.
All right, sir, you're here in 2021 CF 1362AO, charged with grand theft, motor vehicle, possession of amphetamine, and possession of drug paraphernalia. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. I reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause exists in this case. Your bond is $1,000 on count 1, $150 on count 2, and $100 on count 3. If you're able to post that, you're not allowed to have contact with any victim or any of the witnesses in this case. You're not allowed to possess or consume any illegal substances, and you're not allowed to have contact with any known drug dealers. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right, you also have, it looks like case number 2018 MM 7745AO. You were out on bond. I'm not going to revoke it at this time. I'll take no action on that case. All right, good luck, sir. Did I appoint the public defender?
I don't believe so, Your Honor. I didn't hear.
I'm appointing the public defender. Thank you. I thought I did, but then I couldn't be certain. Good morning, sir. Please tell me your name.
Anthony Hawk, Bernard Hawk.
All right, you're here in case number 21 CF 1330AO, charged with sexual assault by a person over 24 years of age on a victim 16 or 17. There was a warrant issued for your arrest. The bond authorized on the warrant is $5,000. Sir, you're not allowed to have contact with the victim. That includes third-party contact or electronic communication. Do you understand what that means?
Yes, ma'am.
You can't have contact with any of her family members either. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Can I say something?
No.
Okay.
Yes, but give me a moment. You don't live in the same residence as this person, do you? Do you live in the same residence as the victim?
No, ma'am.
All right.
I'm the one taking baby.
I'll order that
That's
you're
a disability.
to maintain a separate residence. I'm also going to order that you're not allowed to have any contact. Do you have any minor children?
Yes.
All right, so you can't have contact with any minor under 18, and you can't have any unsupervised contact with your own children who are under 18. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Does the state request any other special conditions of bond?
No,
Like
Your
a
Honor.
baby. I'm the one that get my baby, took my daughter to appointments.
All right,
Okay.
good luck, sir. Oh, and I'm appointing a public defender.
Okay.
Any children under 18 and his own has to be supervised. Good morning, please tell me your name.
Wilfredo Maestro Rodriguez.
All right, sir. You're here in case number 21 CF 135480, charged with 2 counts of possession of a controlled substance. I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause exists in that case. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Your bond is $1,500 on count 1 and $150 on count 2. You're not allowed to possess or consume any illegal substances or have contact with any known drug dealers. You're also here in case number 21 CT 960AO, charged with driving under the influence. Sir, I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause exists for this offense as well. Your bond amount is $500. You're not allowed to drive if you are able to bond out. You're not allowed to possess or consume alcoholic beverages or any illegal substances.
Your Honor,
Yes.
he's stating he doesn't understand. You need a translator or do
Oh,
I want you to be, yeah,
you need a translator?
I want you to represent me, you know, and I can't hear that good.
He said that he can't hear that good, so he may need the.
can you hear me better now?
Now, it's good.
All right. Did you understand when I told you the charges against you?
Yes, the charges is two of them.
Hold on. They're going to give you a headset. Let's see if that helps. Sir, does that help you be able to understand me better?
Yes,
All right. So you understand that in 21 CF 1354, you're charged with 2 counts of possession of a controlled substance.
right,
And in the other case, you're charged with driving under the influence. I find probable cause exists in both. Your bond amount for the DUI is $500. You're not allowed to drive, possess or consume alcohol or any illegal drugs. In the other case, your bond is $1,500 on count 1 and $150 on count 2. You're not allowed to possess or consume any illegal drugs or have contact with any known drug dealers. Do you understand?
yes.
I appointed the public defender to represent you.
Okay.
Good luck, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Yes. Good morning, sir. Please tell me your name.
Daniel McNeil.
All right, Mr. McNeil, you're here in case number 21 CF 1345AO, charged with possession of cocaine. I reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause exists in this case. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Your bond is $1,000. You're not allowed to possess or consume any illegal substances or have contact with any known drug dealers. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck, sir. Good morning. Please tell me your name.
Juanita Miller.
You have to leave the mask on. Thank you.
Can you hear me like this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Your case number is 21 CF 135380. You're charged with robbery, sudden snatching. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Ma'am, I reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause exists in this case. Your bond is $1,000. You're not allowed to have any contact with the victim. You're not allowed to return to 2500 West Colonial Drive. Are there any other conditions the state requests for bond?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck, ma'am.
Okay, Your Honor, may I say one thing before I leave the courtroom?
You can.
Thank you. Just a little memo that I want you to pass to the rest of the judges in the rest of the courthouse. For this, I want $1 million
Bond?
you. In cash.
Your bond is $1,000.
No.
You're,
Like from the city of Orlando, I want $1 million.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
her badge.
Have a good day, guys.
Please tell me your name.
Lorenzo Rios.
Sir, you're here in case number 21 CF 52280. There's a warrant that was issued for your arrest for robbery with a firearm. There is probable cause. What says the state as to bond?
We believe the defendant should be held at no bond, Your Honor.
I agree with that. At this time, I'm not going to authorize any bond. I will appoint the public defender to represent you so they can file a motion in front of the judge who's hearing your case. Good luck, sir.
Your Honor, no contact with the victim
Oh.
even while he's in custody.
Yes, sir, you're not allowed to have any contact with the victim even while you're in custody. Did you hear me? Sir? You're not allowed to have contact with the victim even while you're in custody. Do you understand that? Okay. All right, good luck. Good morning, sir. Please tell me your name. Sir, what's your name?
Alejandro Ramirez.
You're here in 14MM 60268.
You're,
Oh, you need an interpreter? Hold on. Thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Teodoro Leal, Spanish interpreter. Interpreter has already been sworn, Your Honor.
Good morning. Thank you, sir. I have one individual here. He has the headset on. If you can connect to the headset.
Sí, lo escucho. Ok, perfecto.
Connected, Your Honor. Perfect.
All right. Good morning, sir. You're here in case number 14MM 602680, charged with providing false identification to a law enforcement officer, and 2014 CT 495280, charged with operating a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. I see that you're represented by the Office of the Public Defender. Your cases are in Division 62. Was there an agreement on this case this morning, your counselors?
But what's called authentication on the operating without a valid driver's license?
you said you had two cases, Your Honor?
Yeah, because I only see one, Your Honor. The operating a motor vehicle without a driver's license.
I have two.
What's the second case? Can you give me both case numbers again, Your Honor? I'm sorry.
6026 and 4952. Both of them are 2014. Oh, right, one's MM and one is CT.
I think it's because the names are different.
I'm sorry,
I have it as the
the
same name.
Sorry, the interpreter could have the last name one more time.
Ramirez, Alejandro Ramirez Ramirez, I have
Thank
it
you,
as
Your
the
Honor.
same name.
Yeah, I think that I thought it was different because of the way it's written out in the first case, Your Honor.
I see.
But there is an offer on both. The offer for operating a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license was a withhold of adjudication credit for time served.
I'll change them both to withhold per time served, both cases, Your Honor.
Okay.
Looks like two different people on our sheets, that's why.
I see. Why would I withhold adjudication? Does he have any prior arrests for anything?
When
Or
I looked,
convictions?
when I looked, Your Honor, I didn't see any.
Does the state have access to his criminal history?
He has one felony conviction for kidnap or false imprisonment and one misdemeanor conviction for operating motor vehicle without valid driver's license, which was in 2014.
All right, so I'll not withhold adjudication on his cases, but I will adjudicate him guilty and give him credit time served if he's interested in doing that today.
¿Cómo, perdón?
Could you say that again, please?
Yes, sir. If you want to enter a plea of guilty or no contest this morning, the court is inclined to adjudicate you guilty and give you credit for time served and order you to pay court costs in both cases.
No me opongo.
No contest.
Please raise your right hand to be sworn.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Sí.
Yes.
Sir, you understand that. You can put your hand down. By entering a plea of no contest this morning, you're giving up your right to remain silent, your right to testify on your behalf and present witnesses, your right to a trial by jury where one is required, your right to force the state to prove your guilt beyond all reasonable doubt. You're giving up all of those rights to enter a plea today. Do you understand?
Sí, entiendo.
Yes, I understand.
You understand that if you're on probation in any jurisdiction, this plea could violate that probation.
Sí, entiendo.
Yes, I understand.
You understand if you're not a United States citizen, this plea could subject you to deportation.
Entiendo.
I understand.
Has anyone promised you anything or threatened you in any way to get you to enter this plea?
No.
No.
All right, then at this time, sir, how do you wish to plead to the charges of providing false identification to law enforcement and operating a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license?
No, culpable, perdón. No me opongo.
No contest. Sorry.
I'll accept your pleas of no contest. I find they're freely and voluntarily made. I'll adjudicate you in each case. Give you credit time served for how many days?
I don't have that information.
7? I'll give you credit time served for the 7 days you've been in jail, and I'll order you to pay court costs in each case, giving you a year to make that payment. Do you understand? I'm sorry?
Sí, señor.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck, sir. Thank you.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much.
All right, looks like we have a couple more. Good morning, sir. Please tell me your name.
Sí, mi nombre es Ángel Omar Gómez Roblero.
My name is Angel Omar Gomez Morero.
Sir, you're hearing case number 21, CF 1363AO, charged with false imprisonment, dating violence, and battery dating violence. I reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause exists in this case. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. See, there's no victim here. He qualifies for pretrial release. What says the state?
No objection to pretrial release and standard conditions, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I'm going to place you on pretrial release. Special conditions, you're not allowed to have any contact with the victim. That includes third-party and electronic communication. Do you understand?
Sí,
Do you two live together?
sí, vivíamos juntos.
Yes, we used to live together.
All right, I'm going to order that you maintain a separate residence, so you cannot live with her right now. Do you understand that?
Yo entiendo.
I understand.
I'll
Wasn't
allow a
it-
one-time return to gather your belongings with law enforcement, but you can't have any contact with her still. Do you understand that?
Sí, yo entiendo.
Yes, I understand.
You're not allowed to possess a weapon, firearm, or ammunition. And was there anything else, counsel, for the state? All right, good luck, sir. And I'm appointing the public defender. Good morning, please tell me your name.
Miliani Soto Garcia.
Mi nombre es Soto Garcia.
Ma'am, you're here in case number 21 CT 11180. There was a capias issued for your arrest for failing to appear for arraignment on a charge of operating a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. The bond authorized on the capias is $250. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, ma'am.
The offer is a withhold credit for time served, Your Honor.
Oh, unless you want to accept the state's offer.
Defensor Público. Defensor Público.
I don't know if
I'm
you
sorry,
can-
the defendant said something, but there's a really bad reception on this end right now. But anyway, what was the offer, Your Honor?
A withhold credit for time served.
Okay.
Okay.
Please raise your right hand to be sworn.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Sí.
Yes.
Put your hand down. Ma'am, you understand that if you enter a plea of guilty or no contest this morning, you'll be waiving or giving up certain constitutional rights, like your right to remain silent, your right to testify on your own behalf, your right to call witnesses and present any defenses that you have, your right to a trial by jury where one is required, your right to force the state to prove your guilt beyond all reasonable doubt. You're giving up all of those rights this morning to enter a plea.
Okay. Sí.
Okay, yes.
You understand if you're on probation in any jurisdiction, this plea could violate that probation.
Sí.
Yes.
You understand if you're not a United States citizen, this plea could subject you to deportation.
Sí.
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything other than what we just discussed to get you to enter this plea?
No.
No.
Then at this time, ma'am, how do you wish to plead to the charge of operating a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license?
No contest. Irresponsablemente. Irresponsablemente.
Yeah, that was irresponsible.
So does she want to enter a plea of no contest?
No entiendo.
I don't understand.
Ma'am, if you enter a plea of guilty, you're admitting that you're guilty of the charge against you. If you enter a plea of no contest, you're telling the court that while you're not admitting that you're guilty, you're not going to contest the charge. I'll treat them the same and sentence you this morning.
Sí, me declaro culpable.
Yes, I plead guilty.
All right, I'll accept your plea of guilty. I find it's freely and voluntarily made. I will withhold adjudication, give you credit for
1 day.
1 day in jail, order you to pay court costs, and I'll give you a year to pay the court costs. Good luck, ma'am.
Gracias.
Thank you.
She's doing everything. If you ask her, they'll bring whoever you know.
Judge, is there any chance I could take my out-of-county plea without waiting for the whole docket to go through?
We're almost there.
I think it's, right, we're trying to do all of the ones who need interpreters first,
Okay,
and then I think yours is next.
great.
Yes, you have to sit here over it.
Good morning, please tell me your name.
She made me sit here last time, and she said, just ask me. I asked you, and then you said,
Okay.
"Would you vote?"
Yeah.
Roberto Mena, Gamboa.
Sabelto Mena Lamboa?
Sí.
Yes.
Sir, you're hearing case number 2020 MM 562580, charged with violating your probation. It looks like you were originally placed on probation for petty theft. And the allegation is you violated that probation by committing the offense of driving while license suspended.
No, lo que pasa fue que. Sí.
Well, the thing was that
Please don't
I wouldn't
the
talk about the
facts.
facts of the case.
Sir, let me just, I'm just telling you why you're here this morning. The judge who signed the warrant authorized no bond in your case.
Sí.
Does the state plead these out
Yes.
at first appearance?
We could, we're not gonna make an offer
Yeah.
this morning, Your Honor.
All right, so there's no offer from the state at this time, but I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. Does the PD want to enter a denial at this time so we can have a date for the VOP hearing?
Yes, Your Honor, we'll enter a denial.
All right. Sir, talk to your lawyer about the facts of the case, all right? Do you understand?
Sí, yo tengo el abogado.
yes, I
Mato.
understand.
All right, thank you, good luck.
All right, Division 63 VOP status, February 17th at 9:30 and 12:00.
You should be next. I think that's the last one we have for Spanish.
Yo no violé la probatoria, lo que pasa fue que yo tenía que pagar todos los tickets hoy. ¿Qué fue lo que pasó? Yo tenía que pagar.
Oh, no time stuff.
Yep.
Was that the last case? Was that the last case for the interpreter, Your Honor?
I believe that's the last case for the interpreter. Thank you.
You're welcome, Your Honor.
I think this is your client.
All right, good morning, please tell me your name.
Tyler Anderson.
All right, it looks like you're here in 2020 CT 1237, charged with driving while license suspended. Counsel, if you'd like to put your appearance on the record.
Sarah Gooden, on behalf of the public defender.
All right, what are we doing with this case today, Counselor?
Judge, it'll be an adjudication of guilt. He'll be ordered to serve 45 days in jail with credit for time served in the Orange County Jail since booked on December 22nd, $220 court costs, $100 cost of prosecution, $100 public defender fee. The failure to appear for 10/19/2020 is dismissed, and he's required to set up payment arrangements with the clerk of court within 60 days. No further sanctions. This is a no contest plea.
Sir, did you understand what your attorney just said?
Yes, ma'am.
Please raise your right hand to be sworn.
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that what you want to do here today?
Yes, ma'am.
And I have what looks like a plea agreement, and it says it has your signature on it. Did you sign a plea agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you understand all the rights that you're giving up by entering this plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
You had the opportunity to discuss it with your attorney,
Yes, ma'am.
and this is what you want to do.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. At this time, sir, how do you plead to the charge of driving while license
No
suspended?
contest, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to accept your plea. I find it's freely and voluntarily made. I will adjudicate you guilty. Order you to serve 45 days in jail, giving you credit for the days that you've been in since December 22nd, 2020. I'll order you to pay court costs in the amount of $220, $100 cost of prosecution, $100 public defender fee, dismiss the failure to appear, and order that you set up payment arrangements within 60 days of today. Do you understand? All right. Do you have any questions for me?
No, ma'am.
All right, good luck, sir.
What? Yeah, you're going to stay. Do you want a copy? Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
There you go. onto these guys. It was nice to meet you and have a nice day.
Nice to meet you as well.
Good morning. Please tell me your name.
Good morning, Your Honor. How you doing, Judge?
Good. How are you? Sir, what's your name?
Ian Estrada.
All right. You're here in case number 21 CF 747AO, charged with aggravated battery, great bodily harm with a firearm, aggravated battery domestic violence, aggravated assault with a firearm, battery, and grand theft.
Yes, Your Honor. Harold Thompson on behalf of Mr. Estrada.
You're going to have to speak up, counselor, and
Can you
get
hear me?
close to the microphone.
Harold Thompson on behalf of Mr. Estrada.
Thank you, counselor.
Thank you, Judge.
There was a warrant issued for your arrest for those counts.
Correct, Your Honor. And the state and I have talked about this case, Your Honor. The state has agreed to a $10,000 bond as to count 1 and subsidiary bonds into the remaining counts. The victim, alleged victim, is present, Your Honor. They also have executed affidavits of non-prosecution that I've filed in the case number. But if you need to hear from her, she's here, Your Honor.
Does she wish to testify?
She does not, Your Honor.
All right, what says the state?
No objection to 10,000 as to count 1, 150 as to count 2, 150 as to count 3, 100 as to count 4, 150 as to count 5. No contact, separate residences, no weapons, no firearms, no drugs, no alcohol.
Counsel, what level felony is aggravated battery, great bodily harm with a firearm?
One moment, Your Honor. Should be F1. It's not a PBO.
I'm sorry?
I don't have it as a PBO, I have it as a first degree felony.
That's what I had too. All right. Based on the recommendation by the state, sir, I'll authorize bond on count 1 in the amount of $10,000. Count 2 will be 150, count 3, 150, count 4, 100, and count 5, 150. You're not allowed to have any contact with the victim. That includes while you're in custody and out. Do you understand what that means?
Yes, ma'am.
You can't have third-party contact or electronic communication. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You also can't have any contact with the witness in this case. That includes third-party and electronic communication. I'll order that you maintain a separate residence. Do you need to go back to this location to gather any belongings?
No, ma'am.
All right. Then you understand what maintain a separate residence means.
Yes, ma'am.
You're not allowed to possess a weapon of any kind, firearm, or ammunition. Are there any other conditions the state requests as to bond?
No, Your Honor.
All right. You're also out on bond in case number 2020 CF 12344AO. At this time, I'm going to revoke that bond. None. I'm revoking it. All right. Good luck, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, I did it. Good morning. What's your name?
Etoy LaShawn Love.
All right. Sir, you're here. Go ahead, counselor. You want to put your appearance on the
Yes, Your
record?
Honor. Harold Thompson on behalf of Mr. Etoy Love.
You're here in case number 18 CF 9641AO, charged with carjacking with a firearm. Looks like there was a warrant issued for your arrest. Hold on, let me make sure I got that case number right. Did I say 9641? Yes, I did. just checking. All right, so there was a warrant issued for your arrest for carjacking with a firearm. And in case number 2017 CF 16562AO, looks like a capias was issued for failing to appear on 2 counts. One is carjacking with a firearm and one is armed trespass in a conveyance. There's no bond on each of those counts. As to the carjacking with the firearm in 18 CF 9641, what says the state on bond?
I believe in 9641, he is not entitled to bond as a PBL, so the defendant should be held at no bond, no contact with any co-defendants, or victims, no drugs, even no contact while he's in custody.
I believe she's right, Counselor.
Yes, Your Honor. It's some issues I have with this case. I'm not sure if the court would be inclined to hear my arguments here at first appearance because it's a matter of procedural guidance of the dismissal. My client had sought extradition way back in 2018 in regards to this case, and the state never took any option to do that after he provided notice. Interstate Compact Agreement required the case to be disposed of within 180 days, or the dismissal of the indictment if they did not come to get him within 180 days, and they did not do so. I'm not sure if the court would be inclined to enter or entertain a request for bond at this time. And as far as the other carjacking case, Your Honor, he was already previously out on bond in that case, but he had an FTA for failure to appear. However, it was not an intentional or willful failure to appear. He was in custody at the time. So again, those are issues I'm not sure if the court would be inclined to want to entertain at this time, or we'll leave it up to the division for us to hash out some of these issues. But, Your Honor, we would ask if you were, in light of these circumstances, if you would be inclined to consider that, we would request a bond in this amount, maybe some form of, I'm not sure if you can qualify for pretrial release with this situation, but I just wanted to ask the court.
Thank you, Counselor. I appreciate that. As to the 2017 case, there was a capias issued that doesn't authorize bond, and I think as a matter of law, I'm not allowed to disturb a capias. So I think it's in your client's best interest for you to make those arguments in front of the trial judge, because even if I gave him a bond on the 2018 case, he can't bond out on the 2017. So I think it's in his best interest if you make those arguments for the trial judge.
Thank
But
you,
I
Your Honor.
appreciate that.
Thank you.
Sir, while you're in custody, you're still not allowed to have contact with any victims or witnesses in this case. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. I believe that's it for me. I'll be excused.
Yes, sir. Thank
Good
you,
to see you,
Counselor.
Judge. Have a good day,
Good to see you as
everyone.
well.
Thank you.
Yes, because he doesn't need that. Thank you for noticing. Good morning. What's your name?
Good morning. Brianna Davis.
Brianna or Felicia?
Brianna.
Hold on one moment.
Okay.
I have Felicia. She says her name is Brianna.
I have it as Brianna on mine, Brianna Alexis Davis. BRYUANNA.
All right, so maybe I have the wrong case right here. Hold on a minute. Let's get the right one. Thank you. Brianna Davis. This is case number 21 CF 1364AO. Counsel, you want to put your appearance on the record?
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Eric Barker, representing Ms. Davis.
All right, ma'am, you're here charged with 2 counts of homicide, negligent manslaughter, vehicular from a DUI, unlawful blood alcohol level, and reckless driving. All right. What says the state as to bond?
When I spoke to Mr. Barker earlier, state requested 10,000 as to count 1, 150 as to count 2, 150 as to count 3, 100 as to count 3, 150 as to count 4. No contact with the victim's family or any witnesses. No driving without a valid driver's license, and no alcohol or drugs. We didn't have an agreement on bond. We discussed it previous, but there was no agreement. This is, I believe, an F2.
I appreciate the discussion. I'm not inclined to do that on count 4. All right, so ma'am, so I reviewed the probable cause affidavit. There is probable cause in this case. As to count 1, your bond is $10,000. As to count 2, $150. Count 3, $100. Count 4, $10,000.
Your Honor,
Yes.
may I speak?
Yes, sir.
So one of the factors I discussed with the state was that Ms. Davis has been aware of these charges for over 2 years. We met with Florida Highway Patrol 2 years ago during the investigation, and they called me. The main trooper called me last week and asked that I have Ms. Davis ready for a turn-in at their offices. We did so yesterday. She has lots of family members here. She has no priors. She's obviously not a flight risk by the fact that she maintained the same residence, the same phone number for over 2 years while this investigation was pending, and met with a trooper yesterday with her family to turn herself in. So I would ask the court to honor the state's request in imposing the $10,000 bond on count 1 and then the $150, $100, and $150 on counts 2, 3, and 4.
All right, given that information, and I did read that she voluntarily met law enforcement, I will honor that recommendation. Count 4 will also be a $150 bond. You're not allowed to drive. You're not allowed to possess or consume any alcohol. You cannot have contact with the victim, witnesses, anyone listed in the case. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Were there any other conditions the state requested?
No, Your Honor, I believe that was all.
All right.
Your Honor, I think the state was requesting no driving without a valid driver's license.
Yes, I said without a valid.
Yes. No driving without a valid driver's license.
Thank you,
That's
Your Honor.
correct. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Counselor. Good luck, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, yes. Hey, that pile just looks intimidating. I can't do that. Hold on one moment. Yeah. But it's fine. Yeah, okay. He's entitled to, and I didn't keep it at none. One moment. All right, please tell me your name.
Henry Baker.
Henry Baker. Sir, you're here on a warrant for your arrest.
Yes, ma'am.
Looks like the charges are aggravated stalking with a credible threat and burglary. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Probable cause is already found in this case. Does the state wish to be heard as to bond on count 1?
No, we'll leave it up to the court, Your Honor.
Is it going to stay as count 1 as the aggravated stalking, or the burglary dwelling is count 1?
State requests burglary of dwelling as the higher offense.
Okay. All right, so, sir, your bond is going to be on currently count 2, the burglary of a dwelling. Your bond is going to be $5,000. On count 2, aggravated stalking with a credible threat, your bond is $150. You're not allowed to have any contact with the victim. That includes third party or electronic communication. Do you understand what that means?
Yes, ma'am.
You're also not allowed to have contact with any witnesses in the case. You're not allowed to return to the scene of the offense. You don't live in this apartment currently, do you?
No, ma'am.
All right, because you're not allowed to return.
Yeah, I don't. No, ma'am.
Okay, all right. You're not allowed to possess a weapon, firearm, or ammunition. Any other conditions the state would request?
No, Your Honor.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. If I didn't appoint the public defender, I will. Good luck, sir. Good luck. Please tell me your name.
Frank Diaz.
You're here in 21 CF 1351AO, charged with aggravated assault with a firearm and battery domestic violence. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. I do find probable cause in this case. Ma'am, please raise your right hand to be sworn. Raise your right hand, please.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I don't speak English, Spanish.
She needs a Spanish interpreter. She says she only speaks Spanish.
Okay, hold on one second. Let me get one.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Laura Bretaña, Spanish interpreter. The interpreter has already been sworn.
Good morning, ma'am. I have a witness in our victim box over there that needs your services.
Okay.
I'm hoping she can hear it. Can she hear in there? Okay. Please ask her to raise her right hand to be sworn.
Señora, por favor, levante la mano derecha para prestar juramento.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Jura y promete decir la verdad, solamente la verdad y nada más que la verdad. Yes.
Does the state wish to inquire?
Yes.
¿La fiscalía desea hacerle alguna pregunta? Sí.
Sí.
How do you know Mr. Diaz?
¿De qué conoce usted al señor Díaz?
Él es mi hijo.
He's my son.
Are you afraid of Mr. Diaz?
¿Usted le teme al señor Díaz?
No, no.
No.
Do the two of you live together?
¿Ustedes viven juntos?
Sí, en la misma casa.
Yes, in the same house.
Do you know if he has any other place to live while this case is pending?
¿Sabe usted si él tiene otro lugar donde podría vivir en lo que se resuelve el caso?
No.
No.
El único lugar que tiene es mi casa.
The only place he has is my house.
Were drugs or alcohol related to this incident?
¿En este incidente estuvo relacionado a drogas o alcohol?
No.
No.
And is the firearm still in the home?
¿El arma de fuego permanece aún en la casa?
Sí.
Yes.
No further question.
Ellos lo pueden tener. Mi esposo lo puede tener.
My husband can take it. He can have it.
No further questions, Your Honor.
No tengo más preguntas, su señoría.
Sorry, does the defense wish to inquire?
No, Your
La
Honor.
defensa desea hacer algunas preguntas, ¿no, su señoría?
Diga.
Your Honor, state requests no contact, separate residences, no weapons, no firearms. I understand his mother wants contact.
La Fiscalía ha solicitado que se prohíba el contacto, varias residencias y que se prohíba la tenencia de armas de fuego. La madre ha dicho que desea tener contacto.
However, state believes that there should be some time of separation between the two of them.
Sin embargo, la Fiscalía piensa que debe haber algún tiempo de separación entre ambos.
¿A dónde va a ir?
Your Honor,
Yes.
we would ask, and I'm not sure why.
You have to get really close to the mic.
Sorry, I'm not sure why he doesn't qualify for mental health pretrial release.
Not with those charges, but we qualified him for regular pretrial release.
He is qualified for regular pretrial.
Su señoría quería hacer una pregunta. No entiendo por qué él no cumple con los requisitos para que se ponga en libertad provisional por motivos de salud mental. Es que con esas acusaciones no cumple con los requisitos, pero sí para el programa de libertad provisional regular.
Your Honor, there are some concerns of mental health. We would just ask for pretrial release, no hostile contact. If the weapon can be removed from the home, as the mother stated, he's only 18. He has nowhere else to go. And at this time, he doesn't have any type of history besides an arrest. No convictions, Your Honor.
Su señoría, aparentemente hay una situación de salud mental. En este caso estamos solicitando que se le conceda la participación del programa de libertad provisional, que se prohíba el contacto hostil y que se le prohíba también la tenencia de las armas. La madre ha indicado que el padre podría encargarse de las armas. Él tiene solamente 18 años y no tiene otro lugar a donde ir.
All right, Counselor, I appreciate that. At this time, I will place the defendant on pretrial release.
Gracias, licenciada. Aprecio lo que ha dicho. En estos momentos se le concede al acusado libertad provisional.
But I'm going to order that he has to maintain a separate residence and he's not allowed to have contact with his mother at this time.
pero ordenaré que se le prohíbe la convivencia con la madre y también se le prohíbe todo tipo de contacto con la madre por estos momentos.
Sir, you're not allowed to possess a weapon, firearm, or ammunition.
Señor, a usted se le prohíbe la tenencia de todo tipo de armas, armas de fuego y municiones.
And for right now, you can't live there. Do you understand?
Y en estos momentos usted no puede vivir allí, ¿eso lo entiende?
I'm also going to have him screened. Can you screen him for mental health pretrial release?
También voy a solicitar que por favor se evalúe para verificar si cumple con los requisitos de libertad provisional por motivos de salud mental.
Yes, we can have them screened, but you want to do that or PTR?
Yes.
Okay.
Sí, podremos evaluarlo, pero usted quiere entonces que eso, y si no, libertad provisional, sí.
And then he doesn't qualify pretrial release.
Your Honor?
I can
Yes.
get like a hotel for like a little bit or something. Like it's gonna be like a
Your
month or
Honor, we would just ask you reconsider the living situation. The client does not have anywhere to go, and the mother did state she's not afraid of him. With him being on pretrial release, he will be able to be monitored, and if anything else occurs, they will bring him back in here, at which point we would have no argument against no contact. We would just ask for no hostile contact. If he's able to get on mental health pretrial release, they'll be able to get him all the necessary tools he needs in order to deal with his issues. And so, oh, sorry.
Su señoría, le vamos a solicitar que por favor reconsidere la situación de la vivienda, ya que él no tiene otro lugar a donde ir. La madre ha indicado que ella no le teme y si él va a participar del programa de libertad provisional, él será monitoreado y si sucediese algún incidente y él regresa aquí, entonces nosotros no tendríamos objeción a que se le prohíba el contacto. En estos momentos estaríamos solicitando que se permita el contacto sin hostilidad. También si él llegase a cumplir con los requisitos de la libertad provisional por salud mental, allí le darán las herramientas que él necesita para poder trabajar con esta situación.
Counselor, I appreciate your argument, and I understand what you're saying is it's difficult for him, but given the allegations, the seriousness of the allegations of the offense, the court is concerned with him going back to a place where there is still a firearm and having that close contact with the victim. So for now, that's what I'm ordering, but please encourage whoever in your office has this case to file another motion.
Okay, thank you.
Licenciada, he escuchado su solicitud, pero en esto sé que es un caso difícil y me preocupa por la gravedad de las acusaciones que él regrese a un lugar donde todavía hay allí un arma de fuego, pero esto sería por estos momentos solamente.
Thank you. Good luck. Thank you, ma'am. Good luck.
Gracias, buena suerte. Gracias, señora.
Do we need the Spanish interpreter any longer?
No, ma'am.
All right. Thank you, Madam Interpreter.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good morning. Please tell me your name.
Josie.
I don't know who that is, and I don't have her.
Jose Lubin.
Oh, Jose. I thought she said Chelsea. Good morning. You're here in 21 CF 1348AO, charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, domestic violence. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. I reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find there's probable cause in this case. Was she screened for PTR?
She was. She could qualify. She don't have any history.
Because it says no, but it looks like maybe there were some issues with the screening. What says the state as to pretrial release if the defendant qualifies?
We'll leave it in the court's discretion.
All right, if you could please screen her again. If she qualifies, I'll place her on pretrial release. You're not allowed to have any contact with the victim in this case, do you understand?
Yes.
That includes third party and electronic communication.
Yes.
All right. Do you live here?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to order that you maintain a separate residence. Do you need to return there one time to gather your belongings with law enforcement?
I don't understand.
So you can't live here.
Okay.
You have to maintain a separate residence. But if you need to go there to get clothing or
Yeah.
other items, I'll allow you to do that one time with law enforcement.
Okay.
All right, so I'll allow that. You're not allowed to possess a weapon of any kind, firearm, or ammunition. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Any other conditions the state would request on bond?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Good luck, ma'am.
Your Honor, if she doesn't qualify for pretrial release, can we set a monetary bond of?
She qualifies. We could just.
Oh,
go
she
ahead
does
and hold
qualify?
her.
Yeah, she said she
Oh,
would,
okay.
so. But thank you, counselor, for catching that. Good luck, ma'am. Good morning. Please tell me your name.
April Deloney.
You are here in case number 21MM806AO, charged with battery domestic violence.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. I do find probable cause exists in this case. Your bond is, well, she qualifies for pretrial release. What says the state?
Losing the court's discretion.
All right, I'm going to place you on pretrial release. You're not allowed to have any contact with the victim. You must maintain a separate residence. I'll allow a one-time return with law enforcement to gather your belongings. You understand that no contact means no third-party contact or electronic communication. You're not allowed to possess a weapon, firearm, or ammunition. Any other conditions the state would request?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Good luck, ma'am.
Thank you.
No weapons, yes. Good morning. Please tell me your name. What's your name?
Armand.
Armand what?
Milan.
All right, you're here in case number 21MM79780, charged with battery domestic violence. I will appoint the public defender to represent you. I do find probable cause exists in this case, and I see that we have two witnesses here. Please raise your right hands to be sworn.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, one at a time. I need you to state your name. You have to leave the mic on, or the mask on. Just get really close to the microphone and tell me your names.
Alba Milan.
Did you guys hear that? I couldn't hear that.
She
One more
said
time.
Alba, Milan, but.
Okay. And sir, are you,
My name is Gregory Milan, and I'm the father.
all right, you have to leave your mask on. I'm sorry. All right, does the state wish to inquire?
Yes, I'm gonna start off with Alba Milan. How do you know Armand Milan?
He's my son.
Are you afraid of him?
Sometimes, yes.
Were drugs or alcohol related to this incident?
No.
If something happened in the future, would you feel comfortable in calling the police or 911?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
If something happened in the future, would you feel comfortable in calling the police or 911?
Yes.
Would you like contact with your son while this case is pending?
Yes.
And do you know if Armand has another place to live?
No.
No further questions for Miss Alba Milan.
Does the defense wish to inquire?
No, Your Honor.
May I inquire of Mr. Gregory Milan?
Yes, please do.
Mr. Milan, are you afraid of Armand?
Yes, because this is not the first time he struck me. I think the court needs to know that he's been diagnosed with an intellectual disability, which affects his ability to discern what is right, what is fiction. And this fight started over because I refused to buy him a car. And I gave him reasons why I refused. Your behavior, lack of school, and you don't have a permit. So when I turned my back, it's not the first time he struck me. He was begged to act twice. When he was begged, all they gave him was medicine, and they asked him, are you suicidal? He needs therapy, not punishment. Intervention. That's what he really needs.
Do you know if he was prescribed medication?
About maybe 6 months ago, but he didn't want to take it no more. And I noticed sometimes the medication would become hallucinogenic. He said he started hearing noise. So I said, where'd you hear the noise from? I hear it. So he would hide outside the house. And this is not behavior that I witnessed prior to him taking the medication.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
Does the defense wish to inquire?
Huh? Excuse me?
I'm asking your attorney something.
Okay, I didn't know what she's
Do you want your son to return home?
What I want the court to order him to receive behavioral therapy. He has Florida Blue, and this is what he needs. You know, he needs to be hospitalized to get the necessary treatment. Because nobody, listen, I can take care of myself. I'm a boxer. But suppose I hit him hard and he hurts himself. Then they're going to say I use not reasonable force. I don't need this. See, I'm a human rights attorney, but that's my son. I don't want to hurt him. He needs treatment.
Sir.
And me and wife are concerned about this. You know, he's our youngest son. The other two live in New York.
No further
He came down
questions,
to
Your
Florida
Honor.
to provide him a better life. And look what happened.
I understand, and I appreciate you both being here, and I appreciate what you're asking, but I have to let you know that this court doesn't have jurisdiction to order him into treatment.
Okay.
What I am going to do is ask if he can be screened for mental health pretrial release. So if he qualifies for that, did you say you want him to return home or you don't?
Well, you have to, you know, I'm ambivalent about this.
Get closer to the mic.
I have ambivalent feelings about this. Because I don't know if he needs the necessary treatment now, because who hits their father? It's not the first time. I told him in the Bible they would stone you to death.
Right.
I mean, nobody hits their father. I don't get it. It's unheard of. He needs
So
treatment.
here are my options. I can order him not to return back to your home and he'll have to live in a separate place.
Okay.
Or I can allow him to return home today based on what you're requesting of the court. So do you want me to order him to maintain a separate residence, or do you want me to allow him to return to your residence with only peaceful contact with the two of you?
When you say separate residence, what do you mean?
I mean, this court I have the authority to order him to not return to your residence. So he'd have to live somewhere else until his attorney can file a motion in front of the trial judge and get that order changed.
Okay. So, how long would that take? Because I don't want him to be living here. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he wouldn't stay in the jail. Once he's released, he'd have to find another place to live.
Correct. So, will we know how long that would take? I know I'm asking a lot of questions.
No, that's up to the attorney and then the judge that's hearing it. So I would guess it would be
How
at
do I
least a
speak
month.
to the attorney one-on-one? to see
What?
how- Yeah.
You have
How
to
can
get,
I speak to the attorney before I make a definitive decision with him?
so she won't be filing that motion.
Okay.
Someone else in her office will,
Okay.
who's assigned to the case. But the paperwork takes time, so it'll be several weeks before the case gets assigned to the right person. And
So in the meantime, he stays here.
no,
Where?
if he's released, if he qualifies for mental health pretrial release, he'll be released. So he will have to find a place to live other than your home if I order him not to go back.
He doesn't know how to find a place. How do we find him a place?
He has to find it.
The state suggestion would be to have no hostile contact with his parents, maintain a separate residence. Therefore, he would have to find, and they can assist with him finding another place to live. However, he would not be able to return
All
to
right.
live at their home. No weapons, no firearms, no drugs, no alcohol, to take all medicines as prescribed, excuse me.
All right, so that's what I'm going to order at this time. He'll be screened for mental health pretrial release. If he qualifies, place him on that. If not, his bond is $500. At this time, he's not allowed to have any hostile contact with you. Mr. Milan, I'm ordering you not to have hostile contact with your parents. What that means is you can't even raise your voice. Do you understand that?
I understand.
All right. I'm going to order that you maintain a separate residence. So at this time, you cannot return to live at your parents' house. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
You're not allowed to possess a weapon of any kind, firearm, or ammunition. And you'll have to take all prescriptions, all medications prescribed by your provider. Do you understand?
I understand that also.
And you're not allowed to possess or consume alcohol or illegal drugs, only drugs prescribed by a doctor.
Yes,
You
I
understand?
understand. Yes, I do.
No objection to one-time return with law enforcement to collect belongings, Your
I'll
Honor.
authorize a one-time return with law enforcement. So he'll be allowed to come back to your house to gather his belongings only with law enforcement. And he can have peaceful contact with you, but no hostile contact, all
When
right?
will he come to the house to pick it up? Tomorrow or the next day, so this will be there?
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Do you know when the officer will come? Because
He will have to reach
He'll
out to
coordinate
law
that.
enforcement
Okay.
to have them meet him
They're gonna
someplace and
contact
then go
me?
to your
Okay.
house.
Yes. All right, good luck, sir.
I'm gonna give him mental health treatment.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am
you.
and sir. I appreciate
So
you
we
coming
can leave
down.
now, we're gone.
Yes, you can.
Okay, he'll stay here.
Good luck.
Okay.
Good morning. Please tell me your name.
Derek Quattant.
You are here in case number 21MM79380, charged with battery domestic violence. I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause exists in this case. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. You're not allowed to have any contact with the victim. That includes third party or electronic communication. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You're not allowed to possess a weapon of any kind, firearm or ammunition. I'll order that you maintain a separate residence. You're also not allowed to have contact with any victim and any witness in the case. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
I also need to inform you that you have an immigration detainer. So until that's resolved, you wouldn't be able to bond out anyway. And then it looks like you have 20 CO 11780 and 20 MM 7195AO. So you were out on bond in a battery case. I'm going to revoke your bond in that case. And I'll take no action as to the CO case. So you need to talk to your lawyer about your cases. Do you understand? You need to talk to your lawyer right away. I've appointed the public defender to represent you.
Your Honor, what was his bond?
$500.
Okay.
Thank you.
But I revoked the out on bond. Good luck, sir.
They know.
Please tell me your name.
Wendy Villasenor Perez.
You're here in case number 2019 MM 739AA. There was a capias issued for your arrest for failing to appear in a battery case. Bond authorized is $2,000. And the no contact order that was already submitted in your case, you have to follow that. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck.
I also want to say, in my defense, I was incarcerated.
I would suggest you not talk about the facts of the case. She's only here to issue a bond.
Okay.
Right, you want to make those arguments in front of your trial judge and with your attorney, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Your
Good
Honor,
luck.
she does have an immigration hold.
Oh, wait, hold on. I also have to advise you that you have an immigration hold. Sorry, I didn't see that. So that will also have to be resolved before you can bond out.
Okay, thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Please tell me your name.
Herrera.
You're here in case number 20CT2048E. It looks like there was a capias issued for failing to appear on a driving while license suspended charge. The bond amount on that capias, the bond authorized is $2,000.
What's this defendant's name, Your Honor?
Lemuel Herrera.
Traffic.
The offer is an adjudication of guilt, credit for time served. When I looked at his driving record, I see a 2016 duelist. That's the most recent, and then the other ones are outside of the 5 years. This will be his second within 5.
He's a violent felony offender of special concern. I think he's in here on something else as well. But I don't have that.
No, Your Honor, that's his only charge.
So how was the warrant served on him in jail? He would have had to be here for something else, right?
He wasn't picked up on this failure to appear?
No,
What?
he was picked up on this warrant.
He was picked up on the failure to appear.
Yeah.
Oh, it says warrant served at PRC. All right. Well, he is a violent felony offender of special concern. That is all I see. Here we go. What did you say the state's offer is?
Adjudication, credit for time served.
How many days has he been in jail?
On this case, Your Honor, 32 days.
I don't know that I'm inclined to accept that, but do you want to discuss it with your client? If I've not appointed the public defender, I will. Thank you, I'm sorry. I can't understand anybody with a mask.
Your Honor,
Yes.
my client's going to accept the state's offer and enter a plea of no contest.
I don't know that I'm inclined to do that, Counselor, so,
I don't believe he has any other charges.
The state will make a note, Your Honor, to leave the bond as set, and then I will just email the ASA that has the case, that was my offer today at IA's.
I'm looking at his criminal history.
Your Honor, we would just say this is a nonviolent offense. It's a traffic violation.
Right, with several failures to appear on it. And I show that he has several priors. 1, 2, 3, 4.
He does, he has.
5.
This is
He
his
was an
sixth-
HTO.
I'm sorry, he has 6 priors. However, the last one, he has one in 2016, which is within the 5 years, and the next one before that is 2012. So it wouldn't HTO him.
That was the HTO back in 2012, right?
He should have been HTO. I don't know if he was.
My notes say he was. If that's accurate.
That would have been for 5 years, so that would have been 2017. Probably would have been extended a year because of the 2016 case. 2018, in theory, he would have been coming off of an HTO.
This is the 2020 case. So he's only got one prior failure to appear on this. This is the second. How many days did you say he has?
32 days.
All right, I'll accept that. Raise your right hand, please, to be sworn.
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand that by entering a plea of guilty or no contest today, you're giving up or waiving certain constitutional rights, like your right to remain silent, your right to testify on your own behalf, your right to a jury trial where one is required, your right to have the state prove your charges beyond all reasonable doubt. You're giving up all those rights today.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand if you're on probation in any jurisdiction, this plea could violate your probation.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand if you're not a United States citizen, this plea could subject you to deportation.
Yes, ma'am.
At this time, how do you wish to plead to the charge of driving while license suspended?
No contest.
Yes, no contest, Your Honor. I think
Really?
that's what he's.
No contest? All right, I'll accept your plea of no contest. I find it's freely and voluntarily made. I'll adjudicate you guilty, order you to serve 32 days in jail, give you credit for the 32 days that you've served. I'll order you to pay court costs in this case, and I'll give you a year to pay the court costs. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
I'm about done with no contest, please, y'all.
Hi.
Good morning. Please tell me your name.
Melanie Santos.
You're hearing case number 20CT924AE. Looks like there was a capias issued for your failing to appear on a driving while license suspended charge. The bond authorized in this case is $2,000.
Okay.
Offer on Ms. Santos' case is a withhold credit for time served. I do see that she has a pending DUI case, 2020 CT 4149.
Why is your offer a withhold?
She has no priors. Even though she has a pending case, she does not have any priors, conviction at this time. I see that case is set for, I guess it's like 4th pretrial, new set for February the 18th in Division 80.
All right, are you interested in accepting the state's offer?
I'm sorry, could you guys repeat that offer one more time?
It was to withhold credit for time served.
Withhold credit for time served. Okay, so can I just explain something real quick? I'm genuinely confused. Oh, no, okay, sorry.
Everything does not need to plead no contest. That's outreach mode. You did it or you didn't. It's okay if you didn't.
Your Honor, if she enters the plea today, will you take no action on her out of, her DUI charge?
No, I'm gonna revoke her bond on that.
Okay. Your Honor, we're not gonna take the, offer today.
All right, ma'am, your bond on the failure to appear capias is $2,000. You're not allowed to drive without a valid driver's license. And in case number 20 CT 414980, I'm going to revoke your bond. You'll have to talk to your attorney about it. Good luck, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah, you appointed us to this case. Are we appointed? Okay.
Okay. Yes. Thank you. Good luck. Good morning. Please tell me your name.
Jessica Joanne Son.
You're here in case number 21 CT 95980, charged with driving while under the influence. Your bond is $1,000. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. I do find probable cause in this case. If you're able to bond out, you're not allowed to drive without a valid driver's license. You're not allowed to possess or consume any alcohol or any illegal substances. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, she has no criminal history. We would ask for an ROI.
They would object to
Denied.
ROR.
Bond will be $1,000. Good luck, ma'am.
Thank you.
Did I appoint the public defender?
I think you did, Your Honor.
Okay. I know she didn't qualify, but there's an admin order that says everyone gets PDs. Good morning. Please tell me your name.
Good morning, my name is Christian Wenzel.
All right, sir. You're hearing case number 2020 CT 7878AO. A capias was issued for your arrest for failing to appear on the charge of DUI. The bond amount is $2,000.
May I say something?
Hold on 1 second. Let me finish. In case number 2020 CT 7879AO, a capias was issued for failing to appear on a refusal to submit to a lawful test. The bond amount authorized on that capias is $2,000. I can't change those bond amounts, sir. If you're able to bond out, you're not allowed to drive without a valid driver's license, and you're not allowed to possess or consume any alcohol. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you.
So my bond is 4,000, ma'am?
2,200.
2,200.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Good luck.
thank you.
Darryl Bradshaw, Your Honor, is medical.
21 CT 218AO. I see that he's represented by the Office of the Public Defender.
Yes, Your Honor, we'll waive.
This is Division 62.
Division 62, pretrial conference, February 26th at 9 a.m. in 9B.
Gavin Burleson, medical.
He's also represented by the Public Defender's Office, 21 CT 38AW, Division 83.
We'll waive, Your Honor.
Division 83, pretrial conference, March 24th. That's not the last name. At 9 a.m. in 6C. She has a broken up A through K.
Troy Roy Peterson is also medical.
20 CT 693080, represented by the Public Defender's Office, Division 85.
We'll waive, Your Honor.
Division 85 pretrial conference, March 8th at 9 a.m. in 4A.
Benedictine Services, mental health.
20 MM 2768E, I'll appoint the Public Defender in this case.
We'll waive, Your Honor.
All right, this is a Division 61 case.
Division 61 pretrial conference, March 1st at 9:30 a.m. in 6B.
Good morning, what's your name?
Christopher Rosari.
You're here in 21 MM 178AO, charged with violation of a domestic violence injunction, possession of a firearm subject to a DV injunction, and you have 2 counts of that, and violation of a condition of pretrial release in a domestic violence case. You're represented by the Office of the Public Defender. This is a Division 50 case.
Your Honor, we'll enter a plea of not guilty.
Division 50 pretrial conference, March 15th at 2 p.m. in 7C.
Good luck, sir. Please tell me your name.
Anki Lam.
You're here in 20 MM 9224AO and 21 MM 214AO, charged with battery, domestic violence, disorderly intoxication, and violation of a pretrial release condition on a domestic violence case. I show that you're represented by the Public Defender's Office.
Yes, Your Honor, we'll enter a plea of not guilty.
Division 50 pretrial conference, March 15th at 2 p.m. in 7C.
Good luck, ma'am. What do I get? It sounded like today wasn't busy, but it's, okay, thank you. Long. Good morning, please tell me your name.
Mi nombre es Ulises Cruz Mandujano.
Hold on. I'm getting the interpreter on the line.
Sí, necesito un interpretador para hablar también, porque necesito unas cuantas palabras que decir.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Laura Bretaña, Spanish interpreter. The interpreter has already been sworn.
I have one individual here with the headset.
Sí, señora, la escucho.
There is contact, Your Honor.
You're here in 20 MM 584AA, charged with trespassing to an occupied structure or conveyance. I see that you're represented by the Office of the Public Defender, and this is a Division 63 case.
Okay.
Okay.
Your Honor, the offer from the state is an adjudication of guilt, credit for time served, no return. I think it's cost of investigation of $117.25 to the, is that the Apopka?
The Apopka Police
The
Department.
Apopka Police Department.
Okay, está bien.
Okay, it's fine.
So please raise your right hand to be sworn.
Left, right.
Right.
Okay, left.
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth,
Izquierda,
and
derecha.
nothing but the truth.
Esta, okay, izquierda, derecha. Stop.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Sí, señora.
Yes, ma'am.
And Your Honor, the no return address is 1652 East Cimarron Boulevard, Apopka, Florida,
Ajá.
32704. It's
Sí,
a
señor.
racetrack
Sí, señora, está bien.
store.
Yes, ma'am, it's fine.
Sí, señora.
All right, sir, are you interested in entering a plea of guilty or no contest this morning?
No contest.
No contest, no.
No contest.
You understand that if you enter that plea, you'll be waiving or giving up certain constitutional rights, like your right to remain silent, your right to testify on your own behalf, your right to call witnesses and present any defenses you have. There will not be a jury trial in this case. I'll sentence you today.
I mean,
Madam Interpreter, can you let him know that if he accepts the plea today, he's given up the right to go to trial? He's stating he doesn't want to go to trial. He wants to go ahead and settle the case today in court.
bueno, la mera verdad, yo necesito unas cuantas palabras que decir. La mera verdad, yo no, okay, I came here for the,
Don't talk about the facts. Madam Interpreter, I'm going to put on the headset. Can you tell me what he said?
mira,
Counselor, if he's entering a plea, he can talk about the facts.
Okay. Madam Interpreter, can you let him know that I would advise him not to talk about the facts of the case?
If he's entering a plea, he can talk about the
okay.
facts of the case. We can ask him about the facts of the case.
pero,
He doesn't
he's
have a right to remain silent anymore. He's giving up that right by entering a plea.
Right, Your Honor, but it's what he's saying that I don't think is in his best interest.
Well, you can still advise him that.
Madam Interpreter, can you make sure he is a U.S. citizen?
I'm sorry, Counsel, I couldn't hear you.
Can you ask if he's a U.S. citizen?
tengo permiso de los Estados Unidos.
I have a permit from the United States.
I have work authorization work, and all of my papers are good.
Okay. At this time, Your Honor, we're going to enter a plea of not guilty. Because he's not a U.S. citizen, I want him to speak to an immigration attorney before entering a plea.
All right, sir, you understand what your attorney just said?
Ajá, pero, okay, la mera verdad, yo le voy a decir una cosa. Yo, la mera verdad, yo lo único que quiero es irme a mi casa. Yo, la mera verdad, no soy culpable porque a mí, when I got out of the court, when I got released from this same case, they never sent me a paperwork for a court day. So they just got me and told me that because I already came back to jail for the same thing, and then they never gave me a day to court.
Madam Interpreter, can you let him know today we're just here to either accept a plea or enter a plea of not guilty?
Sí, yo soy inocente porque más aparte a mí no me enviaron nada de papeleo que yo tenía que ir a la corte. Y sí, porque I've never missed courts, and they got me for nothing.
Your Honor, we're gonna enter a plea of not guilty, Your Honor, and at this.
All right,
And
so
everything
your
else
next
will be
court
handled.
date is February 18th at 1 p.m. in courtroom 12C. Good luck, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Madam Interpreter.
What does that mean?
Thank you,
Lee,
Your
that's all I
Honor.
have for you at this time. Good morning. Please tell me your name.
State your name.
What's your name?
Felicia Davis.
You're here in case number 21MM800AO, charged with trespass on property after warning. I reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause exists in this case. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you.
The offer is adjudication of guilt, credit for time served, no return, no objection, no action on the out on bond case. And it's the 928 Ivy Lane, Dollar General location.
You said in adjudication? Okay. So.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, we're going to accept the state's offer and enter a plea in no contest.
Please raise your right hand to be sworn.
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am. I do.
Did you hear what your attorney just said?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that what you want to do here today?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand that you're giving up your right to remain silent, your right to a trial by jury, your right to call witnesses and present any defenses you have. We're not going to have a trial here. You're going to admit that you're guilty or plead no contest, and I'm going to sentence you today. Is that what you want to do?
I plead guilty.
All right. But you understand you're giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You understand if you're on probation, this could violate that probation?
I am on probation. Probation? Probation?
If you are. I don't know that you are.
No,
I'm
ma'am,
saying
I am
if
not.
you are.
I am not, ma'am.
Okay. You understand if you're not a United States citizen, this plea could subject you to deportation?
I am a USA, United States citizen, ma'am.
Okay. Then at this time, ma'am, I'll accept your plea of guilty. I find it's freely and voluntarily made. I will adjudicate you guilty, give you credit for how many days?
Yes, 2 days, Your Honor.
2 days. I'm going to order that you not return to 928 South Ivy Lane. You realize you can't go back to that Dollar General?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll order you to pay court costs, and I'll give you a year to pay them. And at this time, I'll take no action on your out-on-bond case.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good luck, ma'am. Please tell me your name.
Chase Twink.
You're here in 21MM 42AA, charged with possession of a controlled substance and larceny. Did the state have a chance to review this probable cause affidavit?
We did, Your Honor. I'm gonna need a minute to remember this one.
Can you help me with count 1?
I didn't see that either. I had a question mark on count 1 myself.
I have a question mark because I don't see it anywhere in the affidavit.
I agree with that, Your Honor. So
All
no
right.
objection to no PC as to count 1 and ROR as to that count only.
All right, sir. As to count 1, I don't find any probable cause exists for that. So I'm going to release you on your own recognizance on count 1. On count 2, your bond is $500. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. You're not allowed to return to the Tractor Supply at 131 West 2nd Street. Any other conditions the state requests?
No, Your Honor.
All right, good luck, sir.
When I
Thank
saw
you,
that, I
ma'am.
saw I came in as an MM. I was confused as to, yes.
Where was it?
It's not.
And he lists at the bottom the counts, but it doesn't tell me
Yes, Your Honor.
why. Next, please tell me your name. What's your name, sir?
Theo
Theo what?
Peterson.
You're here in 21 MM 41AA, charged with resisting an officer without violence, disorderly conduct, and indecent exposure. Sir, I reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause exists in this case. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. Your bond is $500 on count 1, $100 on count 2, and $100 on count 3. Any specific conditions the state would request in this case?
No, Your Honor.
All right, good luck, sir.
Navarre Reed reviews.
You said you refused text.
Yes.
Thank you.
He refused, okay. Hi, sir, tell me your name.
Your Honor, state is going to file no information.
At this time, sir, the state is filing an announcement of no information in your case, 21 MM 80180. So you'll be released as to this charge.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good luck,
So
sir.
I'll be released today?
You should be. I don't know how long it will take the jail to process that, but
Because I had a hold. I was just trying to make sure. They said I had a hold. I've been trying to bond out the whole time.
I
know.
don't see a hold, but if you have another hold, that could interfere with your being released.
What other hold would there be?
There's no hold.
Okay. Thank you.
Good luck, sir. Have a nice day. Oh, sorry. Hold on one second, sir. Let's go back to Javar Reed. He refused. This is case number 21MM798AO, trespass after warning. I reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause exists. I also find his refusal to come to court a waiver. I'll appoint the public defender to represent him. His bond is $500 and he's not allowed to return to the scene. Thank you. Sir, please tell me your name.
Joseph Ultimo.
You're at this time, the stage and file over.
Oh. I should have known you were still standing there. Are you going to do that more? Sir, the state just filed an announcement of no information in your case, so that means they're dropping the charges against you, so you'll be released on these charges.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice day. Good luck.
I have no more today that I know of.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, you know, I'm not going to say to most people, have a nice day. But if they're getting out today, I can say that, right? Good morning, sir. Please tell me your name.
Keith C. Mason.
All right, sir, you're here in case number 20MM6547AO. There was a capias issued for you failing to appear on one count of resisting an officer without violence. The bond amount issued on that capias is $750.
The offer is adjudication of guilt, credit for time served.
However, if you'd like to enter a plea this morning, the state's offer is adjudication of guilt and credit time served.
Who is this?
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Please raise your right hand to be sworn.
Yeah.
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Your Honor, can I have a moment?
Yes.
Yeah, because that's our last step. I was going to finish the plea, but now I'm clear. Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, he's not going to take the plea today. He is on probation.
All right. Thank you, sir. Good luck. I've appointed the public defender to represent you, so they'll be talking to you.
Any action on the out-on-bond?
I'm not taking action on the out-on-bond case. Good morning. Please tell me your name.
Brian Presley.
All right, sir. You're here in case number 21MM360AO. There was a warrant issued for your arrest for one count of petty theft. The bond on that warrant is $250. Case number 21MM457. There was another warrant issued for your arrest for petty theft. The bond amount on that warrant is $2,500. Case number 20MM8835AO. There was a warrant issued for your arrest for, there was a capias issued for your arrest for 2 counts of failure to appear. Count 1 is resisting an officer without violence, and count 2 is petty theft. There is no bond authorized on that capias, and I cannot change it. 21MM804AO. You have 2 counts of petty theft. There is probable cause in that case. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Your bond is $250 on count 1 and $250 on count 2. You're not allowed to return to the scene. And it looks like you have a case for which you are out on bond. Actually, you have 2 cases. 21MM144AO, petty theft, and 20MM9069AO, petty theft. At this time, sir, I'm going to revoke your bond on those 2 cases. You need to talk to your public defender about your case, okay?
Your Honor, can we handle the 33 motions, and then can I have a 1-minute recess?
Yes? Hold on. I don't know that I have the 33-day motions.
I just need 1 minute.
Wait.
It should be 3 of them, Your Honor.
I'm sorry?
It's 3 33-day motions?
Oh my gosh. All right. Mauro Ocasio.
Your Honor,
20, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
20 CF 15215 AO.
That should be granted the state filing notice of non-filing before the 33rd day.
Roosevelt Hempel, 20 CF 13531.
That should be granted the state file of no information.
Stephanie Lilly, 20 CF 14623 AO.
That should be denied the state file of information.
All right, at this time, court will be in recess for 5 minutes. We are back on the record.
And I emailed you tomorrow's offers.
Yep, I saw it.
Good morning. Please tell me your name.
Maxwell Anthony, ma'am.
You're here in case number 19 CF 10038 AO. A capias was issued for your arrest on 2 counts, possession of methamphetamine and possession of drug paraphernalia for failing to appear. The bond amount is 0. I cannot disturb that. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good morning. Please tell me your name.
Jamie Corvella.
All right. You're here in. All right. So you have an out-of-county warrant, case number 201567 CFAXMX. Looks like count 1, it's for failing to appear for sale of alprazolam. The bond is $20,000. Count 2, possession of alprazolam with intent to sell. Bond is $20,000. Renting a structure or a vehicle for drug manufacturing, $4,000 bond. Unlawful use of a two-way communication device to commit a felony, a $4,000 bond. All right, that's right. And then in case number 20 CF 11513AO, a warrant was issued for your arrest for grand theft of a motor vehicle and failing to return leased property. Your bond in that case is $2,500 on count 1 and $150 on count 2. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you, and we'll be in touch with the other county to see if they'll be transporting you. Good luck, ma'am. Please tell me your name.
Jeffrey Allen Dempsey, ma'am.
Good morning. You're here in 21 CF 1124AO, charged with possession of synthetic cannabinoids and possession of drug paraphernalia. A warrant was issued for your arrest for those offenses. The bond on count 1 is $1,000. Bond on count 2 is $150. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Ma'am, I just got through doing 51 weeks on this charge, ma'am. I just
Sir.
got out on the 12th of January, ma'am. EOS the sentence, ma'am.
I don't know about the facts of this. I just know that there was a warrant signed by another judge.
And they told
But
me I
I'm
had a
appointing the
warrant.
public defender to represent you. They can file a motion in front of the judge who'll be hearing the case.
I just got through doing 51 weeks on this, ma'am.
Sir, there's nothing I can do with another judge's warrant. So your attorney is going to have to look at that information and then decide if they're going to file a motion.
I just got through doing 51 on this.
I'm sorry, sir. Good luck. Good morning. What's your name?
Wally Farah.
Let's see if I did this. You're here in case number 21 CF 1365AO, charged with lewd or lascivious battery, lewd or lascivious molestation, over 18, the victim 12 to 15, and sexual acts with a 16 or 17-year-old child. There was a warrant issued for your arrest. I'm appointing the public defender to represent you in this case, sir. But I also note that you are a violent felony offender of special concern.
He's not, Your Honor. That was removed.
That was removed?
Yes, he's not on probation.
Okay. Then let me ask the state about as to bond on each of these counts.
We'd ask for count 1 to remain at $5,000, count 2 to be set at $15,000, count 3 to stay at $5,000. No contact with the victim, or witnesses. No contact with any minor children less than 18. I don't know if this defendant has, and Ms. George, does he have any of his own biological children under age 18?
Yes, I have 4 and 6-year-old.
No objection to only supervised contact with his biological children.
Oh, Your Honor, he says he has a private attorney.
You have an attorney representing you?
He was supposed to be here, but I don't know.
What's
I
his
didn't meet
name?
with nobody yet. Oh,
Who's your attorney?
I don't know, ma'am. My family told me that they were going to hire a lawyer. I don't know.
So he doesn't.
All right, so do you want me to not appoint the public defender at this time, or do you want me to appoint them?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Then,
fine.
as to bond, count 1, it's $5,000. Count 2, $15,000. Count 3, $5,000. You're not allowed to have any contact with the victim. That includes third-party communication as well as electronic. Do you understand what that means?
Yes, ma'am.
You're not allowed to have any any contact with any minor children under 18 years old, with the exception that you can have supervised contact with your own biological children who are under 18. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
No unsupervised contact with your children. Are there any other conditions?
No weapons.
Oh, no weapons, no firearms or ammunition.
Nothing else, Your Honor.
I don't think there's anything else either. All right, good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Good morning, please tell me your name.
Daryl Francis.
You're here in 21 CF 133680, charged with grand theft and dealing in stolen property. I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause exists in this case. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Your bond is $5,000 on count 2, $150 on count 1. You're not allowed to return to the scene. You're not allowed to have any contact with any victim or witness in this case.
That's his attorney?
Yeah. That may be the attorney for that last.
Oh,
So
okay.
we may have to recall it, Your Honor.
Yeah, fabulous. All right, are there any other conditions the state would request?
No, Your Honor.
All right, good luck, sir. I might need that one back.
No, it's not. It's a different.
Oh, it's a different one? Okay, never mind.
What's the
I
last
don't.
name? Maxine? What type of case?
All right. Good morning, sir. Please tell me your name.
Kenroy Gray.
You're here in 20 CF 14768, charged with grand theft. A warrant was issued for your arrest. The bond is $1,000. You're not allowed to have any contact with the victim. You're not allowed to return to the victim's home. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
And Your Honor, can you advise of his immigration detainer?
I'm sorry, I missed that. Sir, you have an immigration hold, so even if you bond out on this case, you won't be able to be released until that immigration hold is taken care of.
Okay.
All right, good luck, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thanks for catching that. Good morning, sir. Please tell me your name.
George Hall.
All right, Mr. Hall, you're here in case number 21 CF 46480. A warrant was issued for your arrest for failing to report every 30 days. You have sex offender reporting requirements, and the allegation is that you fail to report every 30 days. What says the state has to bond?
No, just a $2,500 bond, Your Honor.
So on the face sheet, I don't see that he's a violent felony offender of special concern, but there's a stamp on another sheet that says that. Can you advise if he is?
Let me check.
I'm appointing the public defender to represent you, Mr. Hall.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll leave the bond as it is at $2,500. This is Paul. Oh, I'm setting it at 2,500, sorry.
He's a high risk.
Oh, he's high risk, but
offender,
not,
yes.
okay. There's a stamp on one of the pages in the warrant, but it wasn't on the face sheet, so that's why I was concerned. All right.
Conditions, right?
And know what?
Conditions indicated.
Well, they moved him, but he's not allowed to have any contact with children, and he has to maintain his reporting requirements. Please tell me your name.
Charles Carlos Hunter.
You're here in 21 CF 783AO, charged with attempted first-degree murder with a firearm, possession of a concealed weapon by a convicted felon. A warrant was issued for your arrest. Probable cause has already been established in this case, sir. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. There's no bond authorized as to count 1. And bond is $4,000 on count 2. You're not allowed to have contact with any victim or any witness in this case. Do you understand?
Yes.
You're not allowed to possess a weapon or firearm or ammunition. Is there anything else the state would request?
No, Your Honor.
All right, good luck, sir.
Call this number.
Good morning. Please tell me your name.
My name is Roosevelt Lee Jean Paul.
All right, you're here in 21 CF 1358AO, charged with attempted robbery with a firearm. I reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause exists in this case. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Your bond is $5,000. You're not allowed to have contact with any victim or any witness in this case. That includes third party or electronic communication. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You're not allowed to possess a weapon of any kind, firearm or ammunition, and you're not allowed to return to the scene. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are there any other conditions the state would request?
No, Your Honor.
All right, good luck, sir.
All right.
Did I appoint the PD?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Good morning. Please tell me your name.
Dante Mosby.
Sorry about that. Hold on one second. Just knocked my papers over. Good morning, sir. You're here in case number 21 CF 1328AO, charged with possession of cocaine with intent to sell or deliver, carrying a concealed weapon by a convicted felon, and aggravated assault with a firearm.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry?
I said yes, ma'am.
I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause exists in this case. Does the state wish to be heard as to bond?
No, Your Honor.
All right, your bond in count 1 will be $10,000. Count 2 will be $150, and count 3 will be $150. You're not allowed to have any contact with any victim or witness in this case.
Yes,
That
ma'am.
includes third party and electronic communication. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're not allowed to possess a weapon of any kind, firearm or ammunition. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can't return to this scene. You can't possess or consume any illegal drugs while you're out on bond.
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand that you can't have any contact with the victims or witnesses while you're in jail and while you're out of jail.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Kelly Patino is hospital, Your Honor.
Do we think that they'll be able to come tomorrow?
He usually sets 24 hours after they return from jail.
Okay.
24 hours.
All right, so y'all will do that?
Yeah, you can say that on the record.
Okay, so we're going to reset it when he gets released from the hospital?
Within 24 hours. Yeah.
Within 24 hours. It's case number 21 CF 1329AO. All right, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Please tell me your name.
Terrell Pons.
Sir, you're here in case number 21 CF 1366AO, charged with trafficking in methamphetamines, possession of methamphetamines with intent to sell, possession of methamphetamine, possession of cannabis under 20 grams, possession of drug paraphernalia, resisting an officer without violence, and destruction of evidence. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you.
Yes, ma'am.
I do find probable cause exists in this case. Your bond is $100,000 on count 1, and then $150 on counts 2, 3, 5, 6, 2, 3, and 7, and $100 on count 4, 5, and 6. You're not allowed to have contact with any known drug dealers, and you're not allowed to possess or consume any illegal substances. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You also can't return to the scene. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck, sir.
Your Honor, he does have an out-on bond case.
Oh, wait, you have an out on bond case.
And that was the January 26th arrest.
21 CF 103280. At this time, I'll take no action on that case. Good luck. Thank you, Counselor. Good morning. Please tell me your name.
State your name.
My name is Rebecca Richardson.
You're here in case number 21 CF 135580, charged with grand theft of a motor vehicle. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. I do
Yes.
find probable cause exists in this case. Your bond is $2,000. You're not allowed to have any contact with the victim or any witnesses in this case. Are there any other bond conditions the state would request?
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor, she doesn't have any criminal history. Any objection to a ROR?
State has no.
I think she's asking you, because I wouldn't object. I'm
State
the one
has-
who orders it.
Within the court's discretion, Your Honor.
I'm not inclined to release her on her own recognizance based on this charge, Counselor.
Your Honor, we would just ask for a lower bond, if that's the case. Maybe a $500 bond. She has no criminal history, no convictions, no arrest.
Does this charge not qualify for pretrial release?
It does. We didn't get to interview her. She was in safe book.
All right, so here's what I'll do, Counselor. Her bond is going to stay at $2,000 with the same conditions. However, I'm going to order that she be screened for pretrial release. If she qualifies for pretrial release, I'll order that in the alternative. Same special conditions.
And will you allow her to return back to Georgia? Is that where you stay?
Yes, ma'am.
On pretrial release?
That's no objection, Your Honor.
The state has no objection? All right, then I'll allow it. Good luck, ma'am.
So, ma'am, I have a $2,000 bond.
Or they're going to screen you and see if you qualify for pretrial release. If you qualify for that, you'll be released on pretrial release. Otherwise, yes, your bond is $2,000.
Okay, so, all right, thank you.
All right, good luck. Good morning, what's your name?
Good morning. My name is Algie Simmons.
You're here in 21 CF 1356AO, charged with possession of a firearm and commission of a felony, carrying a concealed firearm, trafficking in methamphetamine, possession of methamphetamine, possession of cannabis with intent to distribute, possession of cannabis greater than 20 grams with a weapon, and resisting an officer without violence. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause exists. You're also here in 21 CT 961AO, charged with no valid driver's license. I do find probable cause exists in that for that charge as well. I'll appoint the public defender in that case. Your bond in that case is $500. Your bond in the other case will be on count 3, $100,000. Does the state object to subsidiary bonds in the other counts?
No, Your Honor.
Then $150 on count 1, $150 on count 2, 150 on count 3, 150 on count, I'm sorry, count 4. 100 on count, 150 on count 5, 150 on count 6, and 100 on count 7. Did you get that? Sorry, I messed up the counts.
All 150 except for count 7 is 100.
Is 100, right,
And 100,000 on 3.
right. You're not allowed to possess a firearm, ammunition, or a weapon of any kind. You're not allowed to
Yes, ma'am.
possess, all right, you're not allowed to possess or consume any illegal substances. In case number 2020 CF 14525AO, it looks like you were out on bond for burglary of a conveyance and criminal mischief.
It had a December the 4th arrest, and we've not made a charging decision on that case.
I'm still gonna revoke your bond on that case. But I appointed the public defender in both of his 2 new cases. All right, good luck, sir.
So I don't have a bond?
You have bonds, but I revoked your bond in a case for which you're out on bond. Did you have me stack there on purpose? I'm sorry. Okay. Good morning. Please tell me your name.
Tavar Stribling.
You're hearing case number 21 CF 430AO, charged with possession of a controlled substance without a prescription and resisting an officer without violence. The bond on that warrant is $2,500 on count 1 and $250 on count 2. Then in 21 MM 22AE, you're charged with resisting an officer without violence. I do find probable cause exists in that case. I'll set your bond at $500. You're not allowed to possess or consume any illegal substances or have contact with any known drug dealers. You also have case number 20 CF 11441AO. You were out on bond for burglary of a dwelling with an assault or battery. At this time, I'm going to revoke your bond on that case. I'm appointing the public defender to represent you on all of your cases. Good luck, sir.
Oh, my God.
I did. What? I did.
Here for failure to appear.
I did. Good morning. Please tell me your name.
Yancy Styles.
Sir, you're here in case number 19 CF 4132AO. A capias was issued for your arrest for failing to appear on a criminal mischief charge over $1,000. There is no bond authorized on that capias, and I can't change that at this time.
There's no bond?
Correct.
Ma'am, I am homeless. I have nowhere to go, ma'am.
Sir, the capias was issued by another judge. By law, I can't disturb another judge's capias. Your attorney can file a motion on your behalf. I'm appointing the public defender to represent you.
What did I do wrong? Oh, what did I do wrong? I'm homeless. Wow, no bond. I didn't do shit fucking wrong.
Good morning. What's your name, sir?
Antonio.
Antonio.
Walker.
All right, sir. You're here in case number 21 CF 1361AO, charged with possession of methamphetamine.
Yes, ma'am.
I reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause exists in this case. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Your bond is $1,000. If you're able to post that bond, you're not allowed to possess or consume any illegal substances or have contact with any known drug dealers. Good luck, sir. Good morning. Good morning, Counselor.
Good morning. What's the role for the record on behalf of Alonzo Maxine?
Hold on, I don't have his information.
He's in the out-of-county section. What's the last name?
Alonzo.
Maxine is the last name.
I got it, all the way at the back. I missed it. All right, sir, you're here in case number 222-76466. It looks like a warrant from Hillsborough County. You have 2 counts of failing to appear. The bond authorized on count 1, petty theft, is $250, and the bond authorized on count 2, burglary of conveyance, is $2,000.
That's fine. We just wanted to make sure that that would remain as such.
I can't hear you, Counselor.
I'm sorry, that we were just making sure that that was going to remain so he can post that bond.
Yes, I'll not be disturbing those bonds. We can still contact Hillsborough County. It says that they're going to come and get him, but if he's able to bond out, that won't be necessary.
Okay, perfect.
All right, good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Good morning, please tell me your name.
Stephanie Cintron.
You're here in 2019 CF 6952AO. It looks like you have a charge for violating your probation. The allegation is that you were placed on probation for robbery with a gun or deadly weapon, and you violated by leaving your county of residence without first getting your probation officer's permission, and that you were arrested for operating a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. At this time, there's no bond authorized on your VOP. And I do show that you're a violent felony offender of special concern. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you, ma'am. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good morning. Please tell me your name.
Brian Carlock.
Sir, you're here in 2017 CF 15832AO, violating probation. The warrant says that you were placed on sex offender probation for lewd and lascivious battery, and that you failed to comply with instructions given to you by your probation officer, that you violated curfew. It looks like perhaps 2 counts of violating that curfew. There is no bond authorized on that count of violation of probation. In case 2017 CF 15832. Nope, that's the same count. Okay. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. You have no bond.
Yeah.
And can you just put it on record, Your Honor, just to report whenever he gets out?
Yeah, can you bring him back? I'm sorry, Dexter. I even circled it, just so you know. Your sex offender reporting requirements are still active, so that means you still have to continue reporting when you get out. Do you understand? You have to answer out loud.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck, sir. What's your name?
Taylor Glenn.
You're here in 2017 CF 4335VO, charged with violating probation for delivery of heroin. The allegation is that you left your county of residence without permission. There's no bond authorized on that warrant. 2017 CF, hold on, 4336BO, AO, violating probation for you were on probation for trafficking in 4 grams or more of heroin, 2 counts of that, 2 counts of delivery of heroin and possession of heroin. And the allegation is that you violated that by leaving your county of residence. There's no bond authorized on that warrant. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck.
I have a private attorney, and I just had one question.
Okay, I won't appoint the public defender then. What's your question?
I was booked. Also, I have a Grand Theft Auto here, but when I was booked, it wasn't on my paperwork. I just wanted to make sure like it was known, so I didn't have to come back for first appearance.
I don't have that, but I'm glad you told me. We'll see if we can find it. You might have to come back anyway, because I don't see it.
Okay, because I know they're working on it, but okay, that's fine.
I'm sorry, I don't see that right now, so you might have to come back.
Okay, that's fine.
Please tell me your name.
Timothy Hart.
Sir, you're hearing case number 2016 CF 1105680, charged with violating your probation. The allegation is that you are on probation for uttering a forgery, grand theft. I think that's it. The allegation is you violated by committing a new law violation of grand theft of a motor vehicle and possession of methamphetamine and possession of drug paraphernalia and operating a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. At this time, I don't believe there's any bond. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir. Good morning. Please tell me your name.
James Henderson.
You're here in case number 2019 CF 223080, charged with violating your probation. The allegation is that you were on probation for trafficking in stolen property, false information to a pawnbroker, several counts of those things. You violated that probation by failing to pay the state of Florida and there's no bond on that warrant. 2018 CF 4222880, it's another violation of probation for trafficking in stolen property. The allegation is you failed to pay and that you changed your residence, and there's no bond authorized on that one as well. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you in both cases, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good luck. Okay. Please tell me your name.
Ivan Perez.
You're here in case number 19 CF 108480, charged with violating your probation. The allegation is you were placed on probation for battery domestic violence by strangulation, and that you violated it by failing to make court cost payments and failing to successfully complete drug and alcohol treatment and failing to comply with all instructions given to you by your probation officer. At this time, your bond is $5,000. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Thank you, Mom.
Please tell me your name.
Philip Smith.
You're here in case number 16 CF 9119OB, charged with violation of community control. The allegation is that you were placed on community control for accessory after the fact to a capital offense, and that you violated that by falsely reporting your employment and failing to be confined to your approved residence within the hours that you were supposed to be confined without approval. At this time, there is no bond authorized on that warrant. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you.
Okay, thank you.
Please tell me your name.
Gene Archer Clyde Jr.
Sorry, that one with that guy. Sir, you're here on a warrant from, I believe, Hillsborough County. Looks like the warrant is for failing to pay child support. There's a cash purge on that warrant of $2,500. Hold on one second. Okay, that's all the same case. All right, so that's what you're here for. Do you know if you're going to be able to pay that?
Excuse me?
Do you know if you're going to be able to pay that?
Well, not right now. Because of this, I just lost both of my jobs.
All right, we'll contact Hillsborough County about that.
And I've been paying child support, so I don't know why I got a writ.
I'm sorry? I don't think we appoint the PD on these. But we'll just contact Hillsborough County.
I have proof that I've been paying child support. And I just found out that I had a writ, which is from June 2020, in which I was employed and paying child support.
Sir, I'll have to contact the judge in Hillsborough County because
Yes.
that's what they've put on the warrant,
Yes, ma'am.
is that it's a $2,500 purge. So we'll contact Hillsborough County and then see what they say.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Am I going to play the public defender on that because he has a purge amount? What's your name, sir?
Justin Locke.
You're here in 20 MM 2330. Looks like a warrant from Osceola County for failing to appear on a battery charge. The bond authorized is $2,999. So we'll contact Osceola County. They say that they'll be coming to get you, but we'll see if they are.
They said they are?
I'm sorry?
They said they are? 'Cause
I can't hear you. Get close to the
I was in jail
microphone.
for this already.
The allegation is that you failed to appear for a court appearance. So it's Osceola County. We'll contact them and see if they'll come get you. But you have a bond. Please tell me your name.
Robert Pirani.
You're here in 19MM 4100. It looks like an Osceola case. There's an active warrant for failing to appear for a VOP arraignment on a petty theft. There is no bond authorized. And they're saying that they'll come and get you. So we'll contact Osceola County, but because there's no bond, I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you.
Ma'am, may I say something?
Yes.
Ben King, the prosecutor or the public defender from Osceola County, was working on getting me in there on Thursday. It's for 7 hours of community service that they didn't receive my paperwork for.
It says it's a failure to appear, so I don't know about the facts. That's the thing. This is in
Right.
Osceola County, and I'm an Orange County judge. So the only thing I know is what's holding you here in our jail. So
Can-
we'll contact Osceola County and see if they'll come and get you. But for now, I've still appointed the public defender here, so they can contact the public defender there and maybe work something out on your behalf.
There's no way you can give me a bond?
I
for it?
can't.
Really?
I can't. It's not my county.
I have 2 kids at home, and I'm the only one that has a job, so.
But if you have a public defender there, call him. Tell him you're here. Good luck, sir. That was 3. Please tell me your name.
Jesse Shales.
You're here in 20 MM 894AX, an out-of-county warrant from Marion County for resisting an officer without violence. At this time, there is no bond authorized, and Marion County says that they will come and get you. Since there's no bond, I'll appoint the public defender's office here. Good luck, ma'am.
Thank you.
What about Isaac Reyes? Uh,
We didn't get it?
I don't know what it is. It's not our regular paperwork.
Yeah, downstairs, added on, so we're not sure what's going on with the case.
All right, so reset it tomorrow.
Oh, I don't know anything about it. I really don't.
All right, well, reset him for tomorrow, see if they can figure out what it is. What about Brian Rodriguez Zayas?
We didn't have anything on that one, right?
I have your inmate number.
Go ahead.
Brian Rodriguez Zayas. Oh, he bonded. Just kidding. All right, so any other business before the court today?
No, Your Honor.
Court will be adjourned.